Are live. Welcome, guys, back to the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle. I'm joined here with the one, the only Lex Steele, and we've got a decent sized slate. I mean, we only got 5 games in the NBA, but we got I think 9 games in the NHL, so it should be a pretty big slate. We'll see. We'll see where where today's slate goes. I know I have 2 plays in the NBA, and Lex has a 14 leg parlay, so hopefully we make some money today. But before we jump, nope, Terry doesn't do this anymore. Nope, Terry left us. Um, but before we jump into everything, Lex, how has it been with you? You've been making some money lately. Uh, how's sports betting going?
You know, Parleys, you hit one in 100. So I hit 100. I hit one. I've lost about 98. So the next parlay should be coming up. The next parlay
Well,
should be coming up soon.
well, yeah. The next parlay that you're gonna hit is the one for. Oh wait, no, you're not gonna hit yours today because you have Brooklyn on it. Never mind. Um,
Oh man,
but
no.
no, I'm
I
just
trust
joking.
in Irving. Kyrie's coming out.
That good for him. Good for him. Giannis is better. But yeah. But before we jump into today's slate, I'll look back at what happened with me and Nikki yesterday over on just in general. College, not college baseball, but MLB preseason. Still wrapping my way through that. I'm 15-5 now. We went 2-1 yesterday. We hit on the Baltimore Orioles as they won on a game-winning, base-clearing double in the bottom of the ninth. So easy winner there. The Detroit Tigers cashed my plus 124. Only team that let me down yesterday. The Reds lost 5-4 to the Oakland Athletics. Um, and then in the NBA, the Magic let me down. I had them +4. Luckily, in my other two sides, I had the Toronto Raptors -2.5. No, not really a sweat there. And then Miami won the game straight up yesterday. I had them +5. So 2-1 day in the NBA. And then Nick goes hold my beer, and he goes 4-0 in the NHL. So good on the site. He had Vegas puck line at +156. He had the Rangers. He had the over in St. Louis and the over in Edmonton. So 4-0 day for him. I believe he's now 6-0 in his last 6, 7-1 in his last 8. So we're starting to heat up. We should have more plays today. Yep, Nick has looks like Nick has 2 plays up on the site for the NHL. So hopefully we have a good night. We have the plays in the scroller. I'll have to type up Lex's thing in a minute because I got halfway through texting it, and then for whatever reason my computer goes, I'm going to click off of it, and it deletes everything that you started typing. So I'll have to type up his in just a minute. I'm going to actually go and delete part of this for yeah. But we'll go ahead and say hi to the chat, and then we'll jump into everything for today. Um, yeah, first one here tuning in from South Carolina. You're a little bit south. Come up to North Carolina. Come up to North Carolina. That's the better Carolina. Hurry up. Nope. No more Terry. Terry is not available anymore. We did not fire him. He left us. Damn, Cavs messed up. Lucas up and yeah. That was one of the games I had leaned towards the Cavs because I figured line movement, fade the injury report. Didn't work out last night. It happens. But we'll keep on rolling. Tim, I like the Bulls, Wild, and Blue Jackets. Um, Bulls were against. I don't know. They're favorited against somebody. I have them in my scroller. Hold on. Bulls are against the Clippers. We'll see with that one. We'll see with that one. And then Wild and sure, and Blue Jackets. I don't know who they're playing. I typed them up, but I don't remember. Islanders. Oh, you're fading the Islanders. Okay. Probably not a good idea to do that, but
Islanders
if
at
you
home.
yeah, you're fading the Islanders at home. That's it's kind of dangerous. Good luck to you. But tuning in from Southern California, not Carolina. Okay. Putting in more as we speak. Heard. Sounds good, Nick. Well, we'll go ahead and jump into some NBA action. We'll go ahead and start with the 76ers. They're 9.5 point favorites. Now, with a total of 223, they are in Detroit taking on the Pistons. Lex, we'll let you go. We'll let you start with this one. What are you thinking for this one?
I don't know how you trust the 76ers with practically a double-digit spread. They, I think, won one game in the past, like 8-10. Otherwise, been losing or covering, not covering, losing or not covering spreads. And Royal Pistons, they've been covering. They could lose all they want, but I mean, if they cover, the numbers don't lie. So I gotta take the Pistons.
Oh yeah, I'm on the exact same page. And I bet them last night when they were 11 point dogs. Now they're down to 9.5. So I'm happy with how that one went. So yeah, Pistons. Even though they've only won 2 out of their last 10 games, they've covered in 7 of them. They're now one of the more profitable teams in basketball, where they're covering about 55%. Which, if you bet them every single game, that's a professional rate. So you're doing well if that's the case. This Pistons team has been hot, especially at home. They gave me 11 points, or now 9.5 points at home. Would we be surprised tomorrow if we came back and the Pistons won this game? I don't think
Not
so.
really. I mean, even the
I'm not.
76ers are healthy,
The
they're
thing
not
is,
really doing
the,
anything.
the thing is with the current top of the East, um, I don't know if anybody wants to be first place right now, because first place team will most likely either have to play will most likely have to play Brooklyn in the first round of playoffs. So I don't know if they really want to be first or second in the East, because Brooklyn would be a tough opponent in the first round. So I think most of them are trying to go towards that 2-3 seed. And do we really see Philadelphia trying to win in this game? I mean, they'll probably win this game, but I don't think they cover a big spread. So I think this is definitely a Piston spot. This is one of the two plays that I got for today's game. Um, so Pistons plus the points for me, and Lex agreed on that one. So at least we got something in common for today. Uh, KG is like in the under in the Wild game, and under in Wild and Pitt, because they're playing against each other. I think Nick liked that one. Let's see. Yeah, Nick has that one up. So yes to that one. Morning, everyone. Like and subscribe. Yes, morning, everybody. We'll go ahead move on to the next game. We get the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Here's where me and Lex are going to differ a little bit. The Nets are 1.5 point favorites. The total is 239.5 or up to 244. So it's definitely been one of those where the total is everywhere in this game, from the 239 to the 244 mark. What are we thinking for this one, Lex?
Um, I actually think the Nets are going to not necessarily blow out, but I think the spread was a bit too low. So I'm actually taking the Nets minus 3.5 at plus money. I think that you have the Bucks. I think they're going to be playing the Clippers tomorrow. So I'm not saying it's going to be a look ahead, but at the same time, I think Brooklyn at home with Kyrie healthy, I don't think the Bucks are going to keep up. So yeah.
All right, here's where we're gonna differ. I'm on the Bucks. I think this is gonna definitely be a big game for both sides. And then I feel like tomorrow would be the time that you're going to be where Clippers will probably be one of my plays, because it'll be a letdown spot after a big game versus the Nets. Because they're still fighting for the one spot. They don't care who they play. They're still fighting for that one spot in the East. I believe they're a game back or 2 games back, somewhere in that range. And the Nets are still fighting for that playoff spot or play-in spot, or trying to get whatever they need to. I like Milwaukee. They've been covering. They've been winning. They've won 7 out of their last 10. Covered in 7 out of their last 10. And Yeah, I don't really feel like it's a look ahead spot. You get I think five more games for each of these sides. Um, Milwaukee gets Brooklyn, and then they get the Clippers, Mavericks, Bulls, Celtics, Pistons, and Cavaliers to end the year. So I feel like this and the Celtics game is their biggest games for the rest of the year, and they're going to take those the most serious. I mean, Brooklyn's got to take every game serious, but with their schedule, they've got the
They got an easier
obviously the
schedule.
Bucks today. Then they get a little bit more of a. I feel like the Nets can easily go 5-0 in April when they play the Hawks, the Rockets, the Knicks, the Cavs, and the
And
Pacers.
Texas. Yep.
So maybe this game might not be as important to them because they know that they can get 4 to 5 wins next month and probably even bump themselves up to a 7 spot in the East. So and they kind of I feel like at this point the Nets are going to try to coast just because they know they're pretty much I don't want to say they're locked into a play-in spot, but they're pretty much locked into a play-in spot. Um, with a couple wins next month, they're not going to have to drop to that 9-10 spot. So I feel like this is a Milwaukee spot. Milwaukee's still trying to go for the number one. And then I will 100% probably be fading the Bucks tomorrow when they face off against the Clippers. But tonight, I got the Bucks at plus money. That's where I'm going to be rolling with it. Bucks money line and the under. Yeah, at a total that high, that sounds all right. Nets are 1-18 as a home favorite this season. Do with that as you wish. Keep in mind, most of that was without Kyrie Irving.
Right. That's
So,
what I'm about to say.
so be careful with those statistics. I know. Well, I mean, what have they done since Kyrie? Since Kyrie's played, he got to play the last two games in there, and they couldn't cover as 7 and 14-point favorites. So I guess they're 0-2 with Kyrie as a thing, but that's kind of a different story. This game is definitely different because it's not a widespread game. So we'll see how it goes. Nick, do you like the Blue Jackets today? Nick passed on that game, so I like the Bucks show or safe bet over the number. This total is weird. We'll see. I feel like it's high for a reason.
I
I
stayed
like the
away from it.
Wild. What was that?
Yeah, I had to stay away from the total because I couldn't figure it out. Um, yeah, I don't know, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy high, and I think they've been up and down as far as totals have been both sides. So yeah,
And the thing is with this game, I get to see it going one of two ways. It will be a very defensive game, and the first person to hit 105 wins this game. That or you're going to get both teams in the 130s. So either very good defense or optional defense, and I don't want to get in the middle of that. Nick likes the under 6.5 more than a side. There you go. What up, my guys? Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Show some appreciation, subscribe, and share. Dang right. What up, Marcos? Took the alternate line under 249.5 for the Bucks. I don't mind that at all. Where's Lexus Supness? Do we get a Supness in person? You muted yourself.
oh snap! All right, softness.
There you go. Yeah.
What it would
Dude,
represent.
I won a last Woody standing. I still haven't gotten a shirt yet.
Oh man, hey, look,
Supness.
don't worry.
Yeah, we get a Supness from AJ. So there we go.
I'm gonna talk to Craig for you.
Nah, I'm good. I have to go through Allie, and she doesn't like me right now. And especially with Duke versus Carolina, she really doesn't like me right now. So,
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy.
Go Heels. Go Heels. Beat Duke. Anyway,
It's called the Tar Heel State, not the Duke Devil State.
facts. I like it. But we'll see. Speaking of Final Four, we will on Saturday we will have a watch along for both games. So if you guys are interested in coming, hanging out, and watching the games with us, we'll have a watch along on ESB for those games. Anyways, we'll keep rolling on because we've actually spent a lot of times on these NBA games. It's kind of nice. The Cavaliers are in Atlanta taking on the Hawks. Hawks are on 5 to 6 point favorites, total of 226. I'll start and say by saying I'm passing, and it would be a lean towards the Hawks. The Cavaliers are no longer the super profitable team that we know them to be. They have not covered in Oh, sorry, they covered in 2 out of their last 10 games. They've won 4 out of their last 6. Sorry, 4 out of their last 10. Still, I don't think they have Evan Mobley or and Jared Allen still on the injury report. They just played a back-to-back. They're on a second leg of a back-to-back tonight. It would be a lean towards Atlanta, but Atlanta doesn't really. I mean, they're 7-3 of the last 10, 5-5 against the spread. They've kind of really turned it on the last part of the year to the point where they're in a playing spot now. So that's kind of good to see Atlanta actually showing up this year. But this would be an Atlanta spot or pass, and I would rather pass on this game.
Well, I got to go with the Hawks. It's like they've been progressively scoring better the past couple of games, whereas you got the Cavs kind of take a dip, score a little better, and then take a dip. And as you said, with the back-to-back, I don't know if the Cavs even put up 108, but I expect the Hawks to to put up like 120. So plus the Cavs, I think they have to go face out. Actually, no, they got a break before New York, but the Cavs have not been. I mean, man, they've been struggling. So yeah, I'll take the Hawks. Ride them while they're still doing their thing.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I've been going a little bit lighter volume when it comes to NBA, and I've actually been doing quite well with it. So I know I have my 2 plays, and that's it. But I still like looking at these games, and a lot of my leans have been pretty solid too lately. So lean towards the Hawks on this one. See what the chat. Pistons plus. Yeah, they've been covering 100%. Whoever plays Nets in the first round, they're done on trouble. That it will be a very tough spot. Whoever has to play the Nets in the first round. So unless I will say, well, actually that's not. Is that a possible matchup? No, not really. I was gonna say the only team that would have an advantage over Brooklyn in the first round would be Toronto. And that's because of the vaccine mandate laws in Canada and in Toronto and in Ontario in general, where if the players aren't vaccinated, they're not allowed to play, which would take out Kyrie Irving right out of the picture again. So Toronto would be the only team that would have an advantage over Brooklyn, but they're 6-8 right now, so I don't see that one happening unless both teams either go on a run and it ends up being a 4-5 matchup, but there's too many games for that one to not enough games for that one to really happen. So yeah, whoever gets Brooklyn in the first round, it's definitely gonna be a tricky spot. Nice along like around what time you guys gonna be live? When the first game starts. Over in the Hawks. Yeah, I could see an over. The question is, are we going to get enough points from the Cavaliers? That's my only concern. Cavs have been bad. Went from playoff team to getting beat in the first round. I mean, they're currently in a playing spot. I think they're in a playing spot now. Yeah. They're in the 7th spot, so they would have to play Brooklyn in the first round. So very tricky situation. We'll see how that one goes. Nets over is a lean, but the total has flip-flopped. And for the side, can go either way. Yes, side can go either way. Total is just leave that one alone. And what up, Carlos? We get 2 games left. The Clippers, the good LA team, is in Brooklyn, is in Chicago, taking on the Bulls. Bulls are 3.5 or 2.5 point favorites, total of 221. Both these 2 teams are kind of struggling. Do you have any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I'll have to go with the Clippers. I think they have been playing pretty decently. Coming back here, I mean, well, okay, let me take that back.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on.
Let me take that back. I think they have lost against good teams, So, the Bulls up and down. I had to kind of like find a spot, and in this case, I have to go with the Clippers.
Yeah, Yeah, this one's definitely one of the trickier spots because the Bulls have been free falling would be a good word for it. Um, and I'm not really too high on them lately. Clippers have been a little bit. Both teams have kind of struggled lately. Both teams are 4-6 against the spread in their last 10. Uh, when the Clippers have won 3 games and the Bulls have won 4 games in their last 10, and the Clippers are kind of bad on the road. Bulls are at least halfway decent at home. 16 games over 500 at home. I feel like I feel like this one can go either way. And with that type of game, I'd like to take the underdog, but it's kind of hard to take the Clippers right now. I'll probably be grabbing them tomorrow when they go up against the Bucks, especially. Well, I'll be taking it if the Bucks win. If the Bucks don't win, then I'd maybe not look towards that one. But if the Bucks win versus the Nets tonight, then I would take the Clippers. I feel like that would be a good spot. But I'm not touching anything in this game. This one's not good. Um, in terms of injuries, we do get to see Paul George again. So at least that's a benefit to see for your Clippers. And no, still no Lonzo Ball and Zach LaVine. He's probable for today's game, but we'll see how this one goes. This one's one that I just left alone. I don't like this one.
Clippers going a 2-game win streak after beating the Jazz, but then again, the Jazz have been kind of crap, so I'm not sure if that's saying much.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get into the Jazz in just a minute. Clippers play Bucks next. Yes, they do. Paul George point prop. How much? What did Paul George play last game? He played 31 minutes, so it's like he never even missed a step. He got 34 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, and 4 steals, or 2 rebounds, 4 steals, and he had a good first game back. He really did against the Jazz. So I wouldn't mind that. He kind of hasn't missed a step if he was on minutes restrictions, which I thought he would be. Um, I would have said no, but there you go. Lean Hawks, but you might pass. That's fair. That's fair. All right. Speaking of, we get two teams that have been not good. The Lakers haven't been winning lately, so they are the Fakers. And they are 13-point dogs to the Jazz in Utah, a total of 224. You know me, I don't lay more than 10 plus points. I feel like this would be an exception just because I'm all right with laying it against the Lakers. Am I betting this? No, not even close. The Jazz have sucked lately too. The last game, the Jazz were doing pretty well. They were up, I think, 25 points in the third quarter. Apparently that's not safe because they end up losing the fourth quarter 39-21 and end up losing the game by 6 points against the Clippers. I'm not touching this game. If it was maybe a 8-point spread or something for the Jazz, yeah, I would go after it. 13, I don't like to lay double digits in the NBA, so I just didn't get involved in this one.
All right. Oh, I am on the Lakers. I know
What?
fading the Lakers. You said fading the Lakers is a full-time job, but I mean
Yep.
sometimes you need to use that PTO. And I mean,
Real quick, you have Jazz minus 13 in the scroller in your parlay.
what? No way. No, 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 no. What?
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
looking at it right now.
goodness.
Jazz
No, that's
minus
messed up.
13.
That was a mistake. Damn. All right, I gotta remake this ticket. Um, actually, wow,
I'll
man.
switch it, but
Yeah, switch. Yeah, no, I like the Lakers. They've really gone like saw each other twice. And I think the Lakers only like lost by what, like 6 or 7 each time. I know. Well, I don't like calling him the bum, but I mean, I think the bum's supposed to be out, and Anthony Davis. But I still think
yes,
the
LeBron is out. Anthony Davis is doubtful.
so I mean, I still like oh man, I'm about to go redo this. Oh man, fix that pick right now. Yeah, no, I think I like the Lakers. Man, these guys got me. Oh man. Oh well. Yeah, I like the Lakers. I think it's going to be a close game. Everyone's going to see LeBron is out. Everyone's going to be, betting against them. But again, Jazz have been a bit, horrible. And I mean, like Lakers, they've been losing, but like what? You got like 8 points, 8 points, five. So I mean, granted, I think LeBron was in most of those games, but still, um, yeah, 13 Jazz is 13-point favorites just because they're at home. I can't, yeah, I'm with the Lakers.
That's fair. You're with the Fakers tonight. Gotcha.
Fakers, yep,
Gotcha.
the LA Fakers.
There's a discussion that the top three teams, the top three, four teams, losing on purpose and jockeying for position, trying to avoid the Nets. At this point, just play your game. Just play the game and go. You can't really control that, and don't be messing with it. Uh, the Nets are going to be a tough team, yes, but so will every other team in this Eastern Conference. So just play their game, and we'll see. Westbrook, yes, Westbrook. Um, lean Clippers, but you'll pass. Could go either way. Lakers win when they should lose. They lose when they should win. Well, they've been doing a lot more of that losing thing, and that's been beautiful. So, any spring training plays? You already know. I'll have like 3 spring training plays, and those will be on Higgs' show later because I'm still waiting on a good chunk of the 4 p.m. lineups to come out, and I don't bet my games until lineups come out. So, um, for right now, that's all. I don't have any. I have one play that I have clicked, which would be Tampa Bay, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm betting that just yet. So stay tuned. Uh, I'll have it on Higgs show, and I'll have a TikTok for it later. Jazz minus is a lean. LA terrible. They are. Hey Jojo Rabbit, welcome to the stream. We'll go ahead and jump into hockey, and this is where you'll take over. Hey buddy, hi dad, how you doing? This is where Lex will take over because I know zero of hockey. So besides Sabres for the Cup, so the New Jersey Devils are in Boston taking on the Bruins to start it off. Bruins minus 230 favorites, total of 6.5. This will all be you. Where are you looking?
All right. So I know Bruins have been playing well, and also been holding teams off. But on the flip side, like the Devils have been getting at least like 3 goals most of the games, and so I did not want to go with the side. Of course, I'm not trusting Devils to cover the puck line. At the same time, I don't think Bruins, they cover, once in a while, but I'm going with the Devils team total over 2.5. I think they get at least three. Um, I mean, it might be a 3-4 game, it might be a 3-5. So the total I stayed away from. You have one team that plays overs, another team that plays unders. Um, but I mean, Devils have been able to get 3 goals, most of the games. So I'm going with Devils team total over two
There
and
you
a half.
go. I mean, with the team that plays at the pace of the Devils, I understand that one. So Devils team total over for the first game. Yep, no problem. Hockey. Bruins puck line bounce back game for Bruins. Good luck, Nick. Keep on rolling through the Winnipeg Jets. The not as good Jets. Not the real Jets, but are taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Toronto's around minus 225 favorite. Total of 6.5. Keep it rolling.
Well, if the Jets were not on the back to back, I would have taken them puck line, which is I think about like hold on, let me even check. Go back to this. It's a pretty good line. See Jets, yeah, Jets puck line plus 1.5 or minus 120. But the
Yep.
thing is that uh, they're not good at covering the puck line on a back to back, and so that kind of threw me off. But they haven't played to a lot of unders. Uh, I think Toronto has been playing to some overs, but I don't think this game gets over 6.5. I'm not sure if they just even get up to 3 goals. Toronto, they might get to 4 or 5. So I went with the under. Um, because I don't trust the Jets to put enough goals for it to go over.
That's fair. That's fair. AJ's is thinking the over. Nick thinks Leafs team total over and the over as well. There you go. That's fun. That's fun. Keep on rolling. Oh, we get the New York Islanders. They're hosting the Blue Jackets. Islanders are on a 185 favorite total of 6.5. Where are you looking?
So with the Islanders, but there's too many games to remember. All right, so I got the Blue Jackets team total under 2.5. Um, I know that they've been scoring decently, but on the flip side, New York at home, like they play some very good defense. I mean, like the last games, well, I guess Tampa Bay was a bit of a this thing, but against bad teams, like they're holding them to like two or less. Um, and I almost wanted to take them on the puck line, but um, the Blue Jackets have been covering the puck line though. That's the thing. So yeah, no, I think no, the Islanders, they hold the Blue Jackets at bay. So I like team total under 2.5. Blue Jackets.
There you go. What shirt do I have on? Uh, I have a Jets Tim Tebow shirt. Um, put that autographed Murray jersey. That is right there for right now. The frame should be in tomorrow, and it will not leave that frame after we get in it. Lean towards Columbus. Isles play the Rangers tomorrow. So a look ahead spot for the Islanders. Heard. Seeing that the Islanders are, not going to be in the playoffs this year, they've got to have something going for them. So there you go. I almost forgot to type this game in, uh, but the Canadians are in Carolina taking on the Hurricanes. Minus 390, total of 6. I mean, would we have really missed this game? This one should be a blowout. What are we thinking, Lex? Is this one going to be close?
No, actually, on kind of more of a prop for this. I like no goals in the first 10 minutes. Um, let me pull up games.
It's
So yeah, so Canadians. I mean, they've won like 1 out of 6. They beat Toronto, but I think that's one of those games where it's like you have like a minus Toronto at like minus like 300 or something, which no value, and then they go and lose. So now as far as like a lot of games, Canadians do like lose on the first period. But at the same time, I've looked at Hurricanes recent games, and there's actually been 0 goals in the first period. So not going with the full first period, but I think the first 10 minutes, no goals. Um, that's my play on this.
so kind of like a nerfy. I like it. That's
Yeah, yeah.
I know it's definitely a different strategy to go with it, and I know for a little while Nick was riding like Hurricane, the opponent's team total under half a goal or something in the first period, because they were shutting out their opponents in the first period. But hey, I
Yeah,
don't mind that at all.
yeah, but for this, like the odds were like too. It wasn't worth it, For with the Canadian, it would have been like over like minus 200. So yeah,
Yeah, subness. It's subness, not stubness. Come on.
that's a
Hey,
substitution. That's a substituteness,
yeah, it's a
subness.
substituteness. There you go. Canes puck line is minus 145. Might sprinkle Canes 4-2 win at plus 1600. Degenerate. Um, Jets puck line plus 1.5. Jets are 6-0 after overtime wins. Yeah, screw the Jets after last night. New York Jets are better. We'll go ahead and keep on moving. The Blackhawks are in Florida taking on the Panthers. Panthers are minus 335 total, all the way up at 7 for this game. What are we thinking for this one?
I Panthers at home. I got Panthers puck line. You know, uh, they weren't covering the puck line against a few of their away games, but at home, it's just like it's a different beast. And you know, the Blackhawks. I mean, like they beat a bad Ducks team and a struggling like Kings team. Even though they covered the puck line against Vegas, Vegas has not been the greatest. They lost to Buffalo. Like this is just like a different class of competition. So yeah, I think Panthers probably win by like 3 or 4. Like I mean, so
Oh yeah.
as far as that total, I mean, I don't know. Panthers have actually gone like what 7. Actually, I've had hit 7 like 4 games in a row. But this assumes that they're going to allow the Blackhawks to score. So I don't know. But I like Panthers puck line.
Yeah, I feel like with that 7 total, Panthers would need to score like 6 in order for that to happen. So probably lean towards the under. Had Winnipeg and Rangers on a parlay last night. Talk about sweating. Yeah, both of them winning in overtime. Yeah, screw the Jets who beat my Sabres. Under in the Milwaukee game, the total is 243. Yeah, it'd be a lean that way. Staying away from the Panthers. That's fair. I feel like the Panthers could be a good parlay piece, but do we still have it? Yes. Us here at Earle Sports Bets do not condone parlays. Bet parlays at your own risk. There you go. We'll keep on rolling. I feel like this one's like the marquee matchup of the night. The Pittsburgh Penguins are in Minnesota taking on the Wild, and what could possibly be a possible Stanley Cup matchup. Wild are minus 115, total is 6.5. What are your thoughts on this one?
Well, okay. Sabres for the Cup and the
Yes,
Rangers.
of course.
Definitely exposed the Pittsburgh. I mean, at home, okay, they beat the Blue Jackets, they beat Red Wings, lost to the Rangers, but on the flip side, you got Wild, like what, at least like 60 winning games in a row.
Yep.
I mean, I think especially like a line this low, like 125. Well, I got it at 125. I mean, Wild money line. I don't see how the Penguins are gonna. Penguins can't beat bad teams. They can't beat good teams. Wild is beating everybody.
They really are. Yeah, the Wild are 8-1-1 in their last 10 games. I do want to point out that the Buffalo Sabres are combined 4-1 against these two teams. So figure I'd throw that one out there. So they're beating the good teams. Anyways,
Yeah.
Leafs easy win on the Jets today. Or yeah, against the Jets. That's fair. Where's the Arizona green tea? You mean this bottle or this bottle or this bottle or and I have about 8 more bottles in my car because I get the 12 packs constantly. So there you go. 9-teamer. You got a 9-teamer. Lex will call that a warm up. Red Sox money line today.
Oh yes, I do have Red Sox money line on one of my other parlays.
Yeah, the thing with spring training is I've been looking at trying to like minus 120 is like my highest I'll do on spring training. So I can't even look at the Red Sox at minus almost 150. It would be a lean that way because they have most of their starters, and I like Waka over Bundy, but I'm not betting that game. Bruins money line against the you're grabbing a minus 250 money line. Have fun with that one. Xavier, yes, 100% Xavier. I have him plus 4.5, and I'll have him at the plus 170 line as well. Xavier to win the NIT, correct?
Red Sox was actually minus 130 earlier.
Yeah, and then the lineups and stuff get announced, and then the lines go. So, it's now minus. It's 148 on my book, and I'm not betting that on a spring training game. I like to try to get plus money, and it's been working out. I'm 15-5. So, we got 3 NHL games that are left. We get the Kings. They're in Calgary taking on the Flames. Flames are around a minus 275. Total is 6. Keep it rolling. What are we thinking for this game?
I like the over. I think they're going to be goals. I mean, I know the Kings are in a back-to-back, but like these guys both getting like 6, 7. I mean, damn, Calgary against EDM, that's like 14. So I mean, at the least, it's going to push, but I do like the over 6.
Hey, these two teams have been scoring, so especially Calgary. So we'll see with that one. Tim, are you guys going to do a World Cup prediction soccer? No. Lex, do you have any World Cup predictions?
No, I actually have not been looking at the games. I looked at like one or two. One panned out. I forgot which game that was, and then the other one didn't. I had both teams to score: USA, Costa Rica, and USA really needed one more goal for better seating, and they got shut out 2-0. So,
Mm,
um, yeah. So, but otherwise, no. If I do, you guys will see it in the morning with Paige or you know.
there you
Yeah.
go. And I know nothing about soccer. That being said, I did win $1,500 on a DraftKings lineup over the pandemic. When I bet on Premier League soccer, I got
Okay.
lucky and won $1,500. I came in fourth in a contest. Other than that, I do not bet it, and because of that, I almost bought a what was his name, Martial. Um,
I'm not familiar
Martial,
with it.
I think his name was. I almost bought one of his jerseys because he scored, and I went from 100 and something in the contest to fourth. So,
Nice.
um, you got baseball today. Yes, I will in Higgs's show because I'm still waiting for a couple more lineups to come out, and I only have one play clicked in at the moment. No soccer. No, no, not for me. You like the Kings +1? That's fair. In a parlay, of course, because probably with Giannis and the big Bucks rings. Yes, let's get it. LOL. When Nick bet on women's hockey, Nick did bet on women's hockey in the Olympics. Yep, I didn't. Uh, 2 games left. The Sharks are in Colorado taking on the Avalanche. Avs are now -350. Nathan McKinnon is going to be in today. Total of 6.5. Thoughts on that one?
Let's see. Oh, I like the under. I like the under. I think 7 is going to be a bit high for these two. Colorado's been playing to a lot of unders as of late. Sharks had some overs, but not 7. There was one game it was over 7, but otherwise, well, sorry, 2 games, but that's kind of like because they were able to put up goals in that game. But no, Colorado's been playing good defense, and I mean, unless they go like what they did with the Flyers and get like 6, 6 per game. But I like the under 6.5 in this game.
That's fair. A little bit more of a defensive. I think Nick likes the same thing. Um, and then oh no, Nick likes Colorado puck line. That's
No, I
fair.
mean, no, this makes sense. I mean, Sharks on the back to back. I mean, like they lost by 3 to like the Yotes. But the only thing is that like Colorado and the well, I guess EDM. Okay. I mean, it's definitely likely. If the Sharks keep up with the same thing they did yesterday. But yeah, I like the under.
There you go. Mets on the puck line. If the starting lineups come out, and I would kind of lean towards Washington. If I can get some nice plus money, they are coming off of a 29-8 loss. Washington is. Yes, 29-8, but we'll see how that one goes. Royals playing rookies today. I saw that. I'm still looking over that game. We'll see where that one goes. Over. Yes. Who do Royals play today? Fading Royals with rookie lineup. Royals are against the Athletics, and I might be on the same boat as you. Final game of the day. We get the Dallas Stars. They're going to be in Anaheim taking on the Ducks. I feel like we just saw this matchup. That's because we did on the 29th. They're playing 2 games back to back in Anaheim. The Stars won 3-2 last game. Any thoughts on this one?
Mm, I like the Ducks team total under 2.5. I don't think. Hold on. Is this the Ducks? Hold on. Let me read this right. Yeah, I like the Ducks team total under 2.5. Stars, they've been winning well. Ducks, we got what 0-3-2-1-2. Um,
Ducks
I
haven't
mean,
won a
even
game
though
in 10 plus or in
yeah,
10 games.
yeah. No, I was just talking about like as far as like the goals Ducks have been
Hmm.
putting up. Um, I think they're pretty much just going through the motions. So yeah, in this case, I like the Ducks team total under. Keep it low scoring like last time. I'm not sure if, they say like sometimes it's hard to beat the same team twice, right? And so, but then again, I mean, like the Ducks have just been like
Awful.
horrible. I mean, it's like they're trying to. I mean, like they're trying to lose. So, yeah, I like under 2.5 team total for the Ducks.
There you go. There you go. That's the last game of the day. Omar's coming in with his play. He's liking the Hawks. Sounds good. Pistons, yes. Bucks, yes. Or the over. Or the over. Okay. Either one would probably. I'd recommend Bucks over the over, but I know Lex would disagree with me on that one. Clippers plus 3.5. Yeah. Jazz over, sure. And Xavier, yes. Yep. Avs puck line -1.5, and the under 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, something like that. Definitely could see that one in that game. But that is all the games for today. We'll go do some housekeeping, all that stuff, and recap, and then heading on out. Report. Keep this in mind because I want free drinks and stuff. Hashtag best bar sup dogs. That's for the Barstool Best College Bar in America. Normally, when Sup Dogs wins, because they've won 2 out of the last 3 years, they have some types of deals. So by doing this, you could help me and Nick have a fun night one night. So and me and Nick don't go out that often. So hashtag best bar sup dogs. Tag it on Twitter. Help vote for them to make it to. I think they're in the final four right now. And it's they're close to the championship. So hashtag best bar sup dogs. But other than that, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, the Earle Sports Bets, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. Lex, where can they find you?
You can find me on the Molding Wood page on Facebook and at 1 p.m. Eastern Time with Ali, or of course here the ESB 10:15 to 10:30, and Higgs show at 12. Well, keeping it classic with Higgs and Twin, and yeah, that's it.
No Twitter.
I have a Twitter. I don't remember the name.
Fair enough.
I'll have that for y'all next time.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Figure out, throw that one out there. And speaking of the other shows, Max Wagers Network. Make sure you guys are subscribed to that YouTube channel because pretty soon all the shows or most of the shows are going to be exclusively on the Max Wagers Network. So that includes Midday Money, which is normally with Higgs. I'm running it again today. I think he'll be back tomorrow, maybe. Not 100% sure. And then Ali at 1, Just Parleys at 2. Scott and Scott at 3, and the main event game time decision at 5 with me, Nick, and Detroit Lenny. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the Max Wagers Network, so you guys can see all of those shows. Omar the Bucks is 243. Probably not with his line. He's in like Tijuana and gets crazy good lines. Yeah. But some recap for today. I got 2 plays. Milwaukee Bucks money line +110 and the Detroit Pistons +11. Nick is on the under in the Wild game. He's on Florida puck line. He's on Carolina puck line. He's on Boston puck line. He's on Toronto team total over 3.5. Winnipeg and Toronto over in general. Winnipeg puck line. Dallas money line -180. Oof, that is juicy, Nick. And then the Colorado Avalanche -1 puck line as well. Lex, do you want to recap your stuff?
Oh man! All right, 1-800-LEX.
Yep.
That's all right. Give me a second because I was actually making more tickets as we're going because you can never have too many tickets.
Here, you know what? Here's what we could do. Hold on 1 second. Instead of you don't have to recap it.
Okay.
Here is his parlay. So we have it all. He likes the Nets, Pistons, Clippers, Jazz, Panthers, the over team total over for the Devils, He does not like the Jazz. He's fixing
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
He likes the under in Winnipeg. The no goals first 10 minutes in the Carolina game.
Canadians.
He likes the team total under for Blue Jackets. He likes the wild money line. He likes Calgary over. He likes the under in Colorado, Anaheim team total under, and the Hawks -6. It's a $5 one to win 39 grand. So good luck to you, Lex. There is your 1-800-LEX, 100%.
Yep.
That's what. Yeah, it was at that number last night. That's right. Um, is he the famous Lex? Yes, this is the famous Lex, the one that builds the extremely big parlays. Nice to meet you, brother. Let's get this money bag. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yep. Let's
But that's
get
going
it.
to wrap it up for today's show. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you, Lex, for hopping on and talking about hockey with me and NBA. But
Thank you
that's
for
going to
having
do it
me
for
on.
us. Until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in whatever sports you're betting, whether it's preseason baseball, the NBA, college basketball tonight, hockey, Russian table tennis, even the World Cup. Whatever you're doing, good luck. Let's make some money, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 10:15, 10:20-ish for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show.